3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, it's Chris here. Out working on the boat, not on the water this time. So what we're working on right now, I just drained all the old fuel out. There's about roughly 20 gallons of fuel. So I just use an electric pump that goes down, and what I did is I took the fuel sending unit out. That gave me access to it, and then I just set a fuel tank up over where the oil tank is, fuel jug, and just would transfer it. When it would get full, I would grab a next fuel jug and go in. And then after that, guys, I did finally scrub out this back compartment. A little bit cleaner down there. I've got to clean up some of the wiring for like the bilge and stuff like that. It's just not it's not up to par of what I would like it to be. But you see, guys, it's a lot cleaner in there now. Back in there. So next I'm going to mount the oil reservoir and go ahead and start getting that set up. I can't permanently mount it in because the way my batteries are going to have to be set up in this boat, it's not going to give me enough room for it. So I have to have the battery mounted before I can permanently fix the oil tank in, but I'll be all right. So we're making progress. I plan to have this thing up and running on its own power here very soon. That way we can start kind of diagnosing, make sure there's no major issues, major problems. Then we need to go ahead, get her down to the water, put her in, make sure for leaks, and then go from there. We're currently waiting on parts. I've had one company lose the throttle cable for the hot foot, and now I'm on the second company and just got a shipping notification that now that's lost. I don't know, but anyways, without further ado, guys, I'm gonna go and set the camera up and quit pacing back and forth because I am itching to get this boat running, and we'll catch you guys working on the boat. All right, guys, this is a quick change of plans here. So originally I was going to mount the oil tank there, not factoring in the sheer size of the oil tank. So I went down to Lowe's and grabbed some deck board. So this is like that composite stuff for docks and decking and whatnot. So I am going to just cut 2 pieces, have it laid across here, and that is going to be where that mounts. And then that'll give me plenty enough room. So for instance, like the battery charger can mount there or there. Third battery, so those are going to be the 2 36 volts in parallel running the trolling motor. That's the single 120 amp. I run Impulse lithium batteries, so shout out Impulse over there. And got the carpet graphic. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get busy here on this, and we'll see you there. All right, there it is, guys. We've got the boards mounted down there. Boom. And then this is kind of going to be the final resting location of it, and then over here is going to be where the battery charger goes. So let's go ahead and get this set up right now and see what we're working with here. Get the camera all going here. Get you angled down so you can see it. All right, so let's go ahead and mark the edge of where it's going to be. All right, so this is the edge here. Edge is there, edge there, and edge there. Alrighty, cool. Alright, so now that that's marked, we can go ahead and get these strap mounted where it should go. So there's that. And just the plastic straps like that there. So we'll go ahead and get that set up there. So let's get this set up here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this set up in there. There's that. There's that. Alright, there's that one. And the next one going in. Make sure that joker's in line with each other. maybe. Make sure it's going like that there. There's that one. And last. And then we just run the strap through like so. There's that. And then slide the oil thing down in there. Actually, spin it like that there. And that should be it there. And this is just a battery tie down strap is all this is. It doesn't have to be anything like super crazy, you know what I mean? What is happening with this strap? Gotta be smarter than the strap, huh? There's that, folks. And then the oil lines would be these right here, right? Or no? Yeah, these are the oil lines here. It's gonna be that there. Alright, and then it would be blue up top for that, and then that there would be it. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this real quick, guys. I've got a boo-boo. I'm gonna fix this up real quick. I'll be right back to you. Alright, we're back in action. Just gonna go ahead and get these oil lines hooked in here real quick. Try to, at least. Well, this frickin' duct tape is whew, must be that NASCAR duct tape, huh? Let's grab this rag real quick. It's my bloody rag here, but it'll do. If memory serves me correctly, your blue stripe oil line is going to be your feed. So, you got that. Okay, so it's going to be your blue line right here. So that's going to be your feed right there. Get these battery cables out of the way. So we got that there. Let's go ahead, get this back on there. Plug you in. All right, got that. Listen to some Fast Talk Live with old Jody White, aka Jody Blanco, on there with Matt Pangrack, aka Mr. Panger. It's a great podcast if you guys are just looking for something kind of mundane to listen to. There's that. There's that. Okay, so there's the oil tank mounted. Perfect. And then fuel will be next. So now we'll get the fuel line hooked up. Try to at least here. Little tip, just grab you some oil, like maybe some 2-stroke oil or something like that, and lube up this fitting. Because these things can be a royal frickin' pain sometimes to get these things out of there. So sometimes I'll just take a little bit of oil, 2-stroke oil, grease, anything like that. And then look at how much easier it goes in. There it is. Let's go ahead and get this undone here. Let's get in here like this. There we go. So there's that. So there's that fuel line there. We'll be able to do that and lock it in, and we'll got that. And then last but not least will be the battery. And then I think we should be good to roll here as far as the main bulk of mounting this stuff goes. I do have to go to the store and pick up a couple more screws. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking in here. So starting to get a boat. Pretty good feeling there. Let me wipe you guys off here real quick. There we go. Yeah, so all right, well, I got a battery dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap that battery out real quick, figure out what I'm gonna do next, and then we'll be there to you guys. We're back. Guys, I don't even remember what's on this SIM card right now, on the memory card right now. Guys, we've been having just a horrible go at it. Yeah, but whatever, I'll get onto that more later. But who do we have here? He's the fur man on camera. Since the last time I saw you guys, we've done a little bit more work to the boat, not a lot. We did, in fact, finally get the proper throttle cable on. Got all that on down right there. Got it going, so we got that up. Now the boat does fire up on its own. Fur, you want to go ahead and hit it real quick, turn the key on. Purring like a kitten, you can go ahead and kill it. Now, impeller is bad and we have no water flow, so I have a brand new water pump kit for impeller kit. What else did we notice? Yeah, the steering's jacked, which I think we've already talked about that. That's what we're about to work on now.
It doesn't have a horn.
Yeah, no horn. The horn's broken, so we might have to just push this boat off into the St. Johns River or something like that and let it float to the ocean. But anyways, guys, I think right now what we're gonna do is work on maybe bleeding the steering for just a second. So we'll go ahead and get set up, and we'll see you guys there. All right, guys, first off, I ordered the fluid from Str8up, which this is a Str8up steering setup for your most part. If your boat has power steering, more than likely it's Str8up. I bought this kit right here on Amazon or eBay. I think it was like 15 bucks for this kit. You're supposed to be able to bleed it from the back with this. I've talked to quite a few buddies of mine that told me I can get by with doing it without, so I guess we'll give that a try. I don't know. First off, your fluid fill is going to be right over here on top of your steering. Obviously, guys, if you have a cable drive boat, this does not apply to you, the cable drive stuff. I'll tell you, one of my favorite things about the Stealth, my red boat, is the hydraulic steering on it. You know, back in the day, they did have hydraulic steering back then when I fished all the time, but I didn't have it. We was just a couple of broke boys in a trailer trying to go catch some bass. So our old Ranger didn't have cable drive steering. It definitely a nice treat with a hydraulic or power steering, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers real quick. This cap for some reason is not. Oh, I did get it. Look at that. You see that, ladies? God dang it. Watch it. Hey, cut the camera. I'm just kidding. All right, so you just slide the camera over there. You just twist that, pop it off. Boom, there's your steering fill. Take this, slide it on over. This is just gonna thread in there like so. And then that's gonna be the process on that. So if you can first, go ahead and cut that real quick. We'll go ahead and get this all attached, and then we'll get back to you guys, show you kind of how to top the fluid off in it. Okay, guys. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm not a boat mechanic by any means, but right now we have it hooked in. Now, the kit we bought did not come with the right fitting. That only fits a bottle, like a spray bottle or a regular bottle or what. So we just filled this up full of fluid and hooked your fitting in down there. Now Junior's gonna go ahead and work the steering wheel left to right and allow that fluid to get in there. Go ahead. We still have about a quarter to a half a turn that there's fluid missing, or fluid missing, my goodness. That there must be air. It's not, you get about a quarter to a half a turn before it goes. There's the motor back there. I guess I could have closed that and made it a little bit easier, so. Get some of that fluid going. Is it just really stiff or what?
Yeah, like right there. That's me full force turning it.
Well, that ain't good.
It's only when I get to like
Hold on. Let's go ahead and leave it. I'm gonna do something real quick, guys, and we'll be right back to you. Hold that, yeah. All right, guys. So you just cracked the two fittings back there. Have your fluid up here. Now we're working all that air out. You are going here. Hold this really quickly. You are going to want to run this. You want to hook your fittings up on both of those and crack those fittings like that. Now that we have all the air out though, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those fittings back up really quickly. Now that all that air is out of the system, we should have proper good steering. Do not touch that steering wheel at all yet, son, because I have a fitting leaking like a sieve. Now I understand why the Str8up kit is as expensive as it is. Now, in theory, we should have properly operating steering right now. Is that all the fluid that came out of it? Okay, do not touch that. Do not touch that. All right, hold that to make sure you got it. Let's go ahead and twist this joker off really quickly. Make sure this comes off. Again, guys, I am not claiming to be great at working on boats, but I have a feeling we just introduced a bunch of air into the system again. Ah, never a dull moment here in the CD2 fishing camp. Alrighty, go ahead and hit the steering.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead and see. Actually, trim the motor up just a little bit. We're digging a hole in the ground there. Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and turn that steering wheel. A little bit better, huh? Or is it still very stiff?
It's a little stiff, but no, actually when you get it, keep going like that.
Now, straighten it back out. So the problem that we were having, guys, is just had a bunch of foreign stuff like either water or air or something got into the system from it sitting. So the problem is you had to turn it a full turn to a turn and a half to get your steering to react. So let's leave it like that. Let's get some slack out of it. So there's a little bit of slack, but not a lot. That's more the line moving than anything. So, but we actually have somewhat active steering going, guys. Go ahead. These lines are moving a little bit here. Let me make sure everything looks good back here on these lines. All right, go ahead. Turn it. See, there we go, guys. Now back the other way. How much do you feel before you are making that turn? Like, so while you're turning it, before you actually feel the resistance on the steering wheel. You see what I'm saying?
Like, just that much.
About an inch, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna spray some marine lubricant down on the steering shaft back here too and see what happens. I've just got the CRC 6-56 there on it, so spray that on there. Spray that. Just because it's sat for so long, you know, guys, I'm just gonna take some precautions. Okay, go ahead and work it back and forth like that, Bubby. That smoothing it up at all?
The steering feels way more easier to turn. Yeah, it's smoother. Like, look me barely even.
Sweet.
It's still a little hard, but
Still a little bit. All right, guys, well, that was it there. Basically, you just take these two right here, connect it on both sides like that, and then you crack those valves. It is a 1/2 inch. Crack those, and then basically what you're doing is allowing that to circulate from side to side on the cylinder. So from there, and then it circulates there and bleeding the air out of the system. Again, hopefully I'm not giving too wrong of information, but what this video is going to show you is if I can do it, you can do it. Guaranteed, like with your eyes closed, backwards, one-handed, upside down. I can work on a car engine all day. Like, you can blindfold me and I will build a small block Chevy or a small block Ford or a Honda motor, it doesn't matter. You put a boat engine in front of me, you put a Mercury in front of me, and if it's not the Mercury car, I am screwed, basically, for lack of a better term. But anyways, guys, seems to be that we've got the steering buttoned up. So we've got that out of the way. You saw before we got the struts on. Oh, we got new locks and a couple other new things. So I think we're gonna figure out what we're doing next. We're running out of daylight. Time change is coming up soon though, so we'll have more evenings to work on stuff. Unfortunately, that means my schedule is going full blast with my lawn service. If you guys are in the Central Florida area and need landscaping done, call me. Shameless plug. That's how you boys do it right there. So what do you think, Fur? That wasn't too terrible, was it?
it feels way more smoother to turn it back and forth now. Everything.
Yeah, look, it actually moves when you turn it, guys. It's crazy, huh? Steering, honestly, that steering's about the same as the Stealth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
It's not as smooth, but it's definitely smoother than it was before.
But all right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. We're gonna go ahead and hop off of here, get some stuff done. Again, guys, I do apologize for the brief hiatus there. We're just having some life kind of got in the way on us, so self-inflicted for the most part, me. But anyways, we'll catch up with you guys here soon. Bye, y'all. Hey, I forgot something that I did while the camera was down. We got a hot foot in the boat now. We got the hot foot working, guys. See the hot foot down there? Boom, son. Yep. Now watch this. Fur, yep. Do the honors. Hit the gas pedal. Watch it brake real quick on it. Breaks the fitting up here. Look at that. Look at her go. Look at that. Wide open throttle, baby. I'll leave you guys with that.